It's graduation day at Afghanistan's National Police Academy in Kabul. 500 new officers are getting ready to serve their country. Their starting salary for risking their lives? $100 a month. And this is the man who will lead them.
Dictionary yo problem, yo dar.
آموزش یافته آدم نیست، یک آدم متخصص مسلکی نیست. این آدم بنا بر رابطه ها دیگه مقرر شده.
So is this the force to bring law and order to Afghanistan?
Afghanistan لپاره خدمت کوم.
The city of Kabul is slowly being reconstructed after 30 years of war, but it's bursting at the seams. This was a city built for 1 million people, but as fighting has intensified across Afghanistan, the desperate and the poor from the countryside have flocked here looking for both work and safety. The population is now over 5 million. As Kabul's numbers have increased, so have the social problems. Talk to most Kabulis and they'll tell you rising crime and daily survival are far bigger concerns of their lives than the threat of terrorism. Good morning, how are you? I've come to Central Police Headquarters to meet the head of Kabul's CID, Criminal Investigation Department. General Ali Shah Paktiawal gave us exclusive access to film him and his men at work. The General holds court in his office. There's no front desk, so all day long streams of people come in and out. Victims, suspects and officers. No decisions, however small, are taken without the General's approval. And every order must be signed by him. At the push of a button, his loyal men come running. General Paktiawal has one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. In the course of his career, he's been shot at, poisoned and blown up. He has a fearsome reputation, one which has earned him the nickname, the James Bond of Kabul. And he's got a lot on his plate.
Robbery, murder, kidnap, terrorist activity.
Paktiawal and his men have come to raid a local bazaar he suspects of selling illegal goods. Radio equipment, sirens and fake number plates are often used by Afghan criminals to impersonate police. Uniformed officers have joined non-uniformed CID detectives on the raid. They soon find what they're looking for. Recently in Kabul there have been a spate of kidnappings and rapes committed by men wearing police uniforms. It's often unclear as to whether the culprits are criminals posing as policemen or corrupt officers. Paktiawal is determined to root out the culprits. He wants to show that his men are not carrying out these crimes.
पुलिस नामे भाषा इन्हें मेरा इस्तेमाल में कोना इन्हें मेरा चीज़ में कोना आखिर इख्तिसाब कत्ल सरकार हर को सफाई आस्था दी ताकि पुलिस से लाराम होता दासना दे
An officer is tasked with taking a record of the evidence. But as the pile grows, the chance of working out which items came from which shop looks increasingly unlikely. All the men are treated exactly the same, arrested, presumed guilty. Along with the evidence, the shopkeepers are loaded onto trucks and driven to the station. The general later told me these men will face prison sentences of between 18 months and 3 years. It's unlikely they will be released before their trial, which could take months. The first their families will know of it is when they fail to come home that night.
Can you tell me what you have planned for today?
نتوى قضي مقدرو يو قضي شكومة ده قتل ده درلا بغبالاب ساعة كشوي ده تحقیق لاندې دا یو درې سارقین د شپې موږ نیولي دي مساله سارقین چې وختلې د خلکو موټر په وتښتي یا پیسې په زور باندې واخلي دغه د سګرین کړي دا او بل سهار یو واقعه موږ لرو چې یو ماین د بګراوي په ساحه کې د تورستان د طرف نه ځای شوی ریموټ کنټرول سره د انفجار وکړل چې دوه خارجيان زخمي کړي دي.
Is this a particularly busy day, General, or is this a normal day, this list of things?
It's normal.
Police checkpoints like these are also an everyday part of life in Kabul. They are vital for protecting the city's residents and foreign aid workers.
And this is what they're trying to prevent at those checkpoints, suicide bombing. This is all that's left of the suicide attack a couple of hours ago. This car slammed into a military convoy, seriously injuring 2 British soldiers and killing 3 Afghans.
These pictures, filmed by Paktiawal's men, show the immediate aftermath of the attack. Gathering evidence amid the carnage is an unenviable task. On top of this, Paktiawal's team also have to liaise with foreign troops and control a sizable crowd, who've come for a good look and the possibility of scavenging a bit of scrap metal.
These were the 3 men who were 3 armed robbers suspected from last night's raid. They've just been brought into custody to come and have an interview with the general.
Throughout the interrogation, the 3 men claimed they were totally innocent and that police planted the weapons on them. At the end of the day, it's the police's word against theirs. General Paktiawal decides who is telling the truth. His decision is final. Public trust in the Afghan police is extremely low, with critics accusing them of both corruption and brutality. But there's no doubting the 82,000-strong force risked their lives. Throughout Afghanistan, around 1,400 policemen were killed in 2008, 4 times the number of Afghan soldiers. And without a competent police force, there is little chance of stabilizing the country. Both the US and the European Union are funding new police reforms, spending over $3 billion on training, mentoring and equipment. But it's not enough to create a fully modern force. Shamtu is a promising young CID investigator working under the General. He's already seeing some improvements, but he hopes for a lot more.
Now I have the computer, also the camera, but he having the new technology. Example, here is a computer, but full time he does not connect it to the internet. ما تقاضا میکنیم از تمام کشورهایی که دست به استعانت ما دادن یا کمک به ما میکنن که تا در راستای بازسازی پلیس افغانستان یک انرژی کاملا.
Despite the rigors of the job, we rarely saw these men let their guard down. They routinely work 16-hour days and say they often go weeks without seeing their families.
بگم من بسیار مانده شدم، بگم موترها را شدم آمدم و ویسو وظیفه رفتم، بگم بسیار مانده شدم. از خاطر که در افغانستان گشتن زیاد است، گشتن خوردم بازک شده هیچ بازی چاپ کن که دیگه نخواهیم.
What's more dangerous to you, the scorpion or the criminals that you have to deal with every day?
گردیش یک چیز است، یا هم نش میزنه و هم نش میزنه، اون نش با وطن هم میزنه.
But get on the wrong side of the boss and he also bites. This policeman dared to be late for his shift.
فکرت باشه والله بلا یک لنگه تا وزارت مالیه با یک کارشه به چیز میکنیم. تو چی فکر میکنی؟
کی راول کردی رئیس کی راول کردی مگاوه
چپ.
Paktiawal's methods are not without their critics. General Halaluddin Halal is a member of the Afghan parliament. He's one of a growing number of officials to criticize General Paktiawal, but he's the only one willing to speak out. The others say they're too scared.
علی شاه پکتیاوال یک پلیس نیست. اول تعلیمات پلیس ندیده، آموزش یافته یک آدم نیست، یک آدم متخصص مسلکی نیست. این آدم بنا بر رابطه ها دیگه مقرر شده و هیچ پیشینه و گذشته بر مسلک نداره. برخوردش مطابقت با قانون و قانونی پلیس نیست، هم امر گرفتاریش و یا هیچ به سارانوالی نرسیده، بعد از پرداخت رشوت و یا واسطه رها شده. ما باورم است که مردم مسئولیت خود از لحاظ قانونی بیشتر احساس نمیکنند که مسئول بمانند. از تعدیلات بعدی پلیس میترسند و دلایلی هم که مردم نسبت به پلیس بیشتر باور ندارن عملکرد خودی پلیس است. ما میبینیم که اکثر جرایمی که صورت میگیره یا وسایل پلیس است.
ډیر کمال کړی دا تاسو ته به تر معلومه ده چې ډیر زیات ملکی نظامی یا عادي هغه خلک چې څوک په کرپشن کې لاس لري موږ د سګریټ قانون سپارلې دي او تر اوسه پورې موږ د داسې نه ښکاري او چېرته چې موږ ته ښکاره شوی د سګریټ قانون د قانون سپارلې دي.
Another serious criticism is of the General's team of personal bodyguards. They were hand-picked and didn't graduate from the police academy. Yet they still wear official police badges and have powers of arrest. Paktiawal has nicknames for his favourites, based on their skills at a crime scene.
Hamid Bulldozer.
Hamid Bulldozer?
Bulldozer.
Why are you called Bulldozer?
Bulldozer. بلدوزر ته ماته په دی وایي چې کله ته موږ د عملیات چې زو د خلافګران چې موږ په مقابل کې درېږو د دوی اکثرا موټر د موږ لار بندوي یا مثلا هر کار کې ته دغه ما چې شیشې د موټر ماده یا موټر رانیسم د کور نه غنه ته دغه په دغه کې دا کارونه ما کړی چې خپل پکتیاوال صاحب جنرال پکتیاوال علي شاه جنرال پکتیاوال دغه نوم په مای کې بلدوزر.
Why do you wear these?
دغه شان زاله کړم چې زه بوکسر همیشه زه بنده شاغم په ورزش کې نو دغه شان علاقه هم د عملیات کې دغه راته ډیر خېدي یګان موټر یګان شیشه مثلا هر هغه د مقدم ده یګان قاتل نیسو زری و هم مثلا چې بین الاشیا صورت یا مخې چې مثلا دیدونه لري.
We've been told we're about to go out on a raid. I don't know what the circumstances are or how dangerous it's going to be.
This is where we were heading, a former Russian cultural centre. It's now home to hundreds of drug addicts. Paktiawal has ordered a clean-up operation. Where Lenin's image once hung in pride of place, the smell of rubbish and human waste hangs heavy in the air. As dozens of policemen enter the building, many of the addicts have already scattered and hidden around the compound. The police do their best to find them and round up as many as they can. Afghanistan produces over 90% of the world's heroin. The effects of addiction are clear to see. Some are too weak to run away. As we watched, the man in the red shirt escaped and was caught several times, trying the police's patience.
There's been about 50 police officers involved in this raid, and as you can see here, they've arrested hundreds of people.
The state of the people living here is not much better than the building itself. Many are human wrecks, existing amongst piles of vomit, feces and used syringes. After years of war and suffering, and such a huge supply of cheap heroin and opium, more and more of Kabul's residents are turning to drugs for escape. Here you can feed your addiction for only $2 a day. But for these men who are jobless and homeless, that is still far from affordable. Paktiawal insists they steal to feed their habit, and he blames them for creating rising crime.
A lot of the addicts are shouting, help me, I'm not an addict. One man said that he was just walking through here. Another one is claiming that he's a shopkeeper. They're all trying to escape. I'd say about 10 of the people that they managed to arrest so far have got away, so which is why the police are now trying to wrap this operation up and get these people back to the station.
There's a violent commotion as several officers beat up an old man. The man in the red shirt seizes his chance and slips away. The old man was beaten unconscious and dragged and dumped in the filth. This is rough justice, Afghan style.
What's your message to the criminals out there?
زما پیغام ورته دا ده چې په کوم ځای کې چیرته ژوندی یم او په وظیفه کې یم نیسم به قانون ته بسپارم بهتره دا ده چې په خپله قانون ته په خپله ځان وسپاري او هیڅ وخت کې به زه دوی سره په هیڅ تفاهم باندې ونه رسېږم او زه به معاف نه کړم دوی به ځي قانون ته به تسلیمېږي او قانوني به برخورد به دوی سره کېږي.
Do you ever fear that you will be assassinated?
مرګ او ژوند د خدای په لاس کې ده لیکن زه په یو خبرې متیقن یم چې زه خپل مرګ د خدای طرف نه غواړم د وطن په خاطر چې د وطن په مینې د وطن د قربانۍ لپاره مړ شي.
Until recently, Kabul had escaped the violence and battles ravaging the rest of Afghanistan. The city was seen as the beacon of fledgling Afghan democracy and a success story for the international community. Some of the billions of dollars of aid money is trickling down to these bustling bazaars. The economy is growing. But day by day, any successes are being overshadowed by deteriorating security. Violence has now infiltrated every aspect of daily life, and its grip on Afghanistan's citizens is tightening. Whilst Paktia Wal's cult of personality encourages his supporters to view him as a maverick cop, making the streets safer, growing numbers of the people he's supposed to serve and protect say he's an out-of-control renegade and part of Afghanistan's continuing problem.
و این قضاوت مربوط به مردم هست. من شخصا تایید نمی کنم که چیزایی را که باعث یک پلیس خوب او را گفتن یا اوصاف داشته باشه.
جناب صاحب پاکتوال برعلاوه چې ما مستقیم آمر دی ما ته یو ډېر ښکلی احساس دی دلچسپه دی د ده سره کار واقعا که څوک وغواړي خپل وطن ته خدمت وکړي او یا دا چې خپل وطن دوباره ودان کړي او یا دا چې دی په آینده کې وغواړي یو موفق پولیس وسی په خاصتا په جنۍ کې نو باید چې د رئیس پاکتوال ټول هغه اعمال حرکات دی تقلید
And believe me, the police force is day by day strong, and the graph of crime has come to decrease.